So, Hare Krishna. Today we are reading from Bhagavad Gita 5.4. And over here, Lord Krishna is saying that only the ignorant speak of devotional service, karma yoga, as being different from the analytical study of the material world or Sankhya. Those who are actually learned say that he who applies himself well to one of these paths achieves the results of both. Krishna over here is defining that the karma yoga, right, and the Sankhya yoga, that those are the types of studies. And then some people describe them as being different, that only the ignorant speak of devotional service as being different from the Sankhya yoga. But those who are learned say that he who applies himself to one of these paths achieves the results of both. So Krishna over here is saying that out of these two, right, both are not different. They're actually very similar. Because even the analytical study, even the Sankhya Yoga, where one researches, studies everything, reads all the scriptures, the Shastras, right? And follows it, even they can achieve similar results to that devotional service, to the Karma Yoga. Right. So let's see, because in the next chapter, in text 5, Krishna says, one who knows that the position reached by means of analytical study can also be attained by devotional service, and who therefore sees analytical study and devotional service to be on the same level, sees things as they are. Because over here, the reason that we do all of this scientific research, the philosophical research, right, is to find the goal of life. Today, we don't know what we are here to do. A lot of times people are so confused. A lot of people, if you ask them, they think we are here to really enjoy and nothing else. No one knows that the whole goal of life is understanding who am I? Where did I come from? Where do I have to go next? Today, when we plan a trip, if we have to go to any other country and we need a visa, we know that I need a visa. So there's a process. I need to get all of my forms together. I need to get my passport together, make sure it's not expiring in 6 months, make sure my passport is valid, make sure all of my bank statements are valid, all of my documents, my background check, my police report, all of that is valid. Where to just go from one country to another country, we do so much work and we apply for a visa. And sometimes becomes so difficult that we actually have to hire someone else to do it for us. So if the process of going from one country to another is so difficult, just imagine when we have to go from one life to another, when we have to leave this body. And what are we doing to obtain our visa to go on to the next life or to not take any birth at all after this? Do we know where we are going? That's what Bhagavad Gita is trying to teach us. Krishna is trying to teach us. When Krishna manifested on this planet 5,000 years ago, right, and spoke the Bhagavad Gita to Arjuna, he spoke it for all of us. And we are so extremely blessed. A lot of people today say that blessing is when I have a rich life, when I have a lot of money, right? When I have a name, when I have fame, when I have popularity, when I have a lot of followers, when I am an influencer. That's what people think these days. That is the goal of life. People went around asking a question. They were doing like interviews on the streets that if you could swap your life with Warren Buffett, where you go into Warren Buffett's body, Warren Buffett comes into your body. Warren Buffett is a billionaire. He's one of the top five billionaires in the world. He has like 200, $300 billion, something like that. So people were asking, the interviewer was asking that if I gave you the option, will you switch that life? And most of the people he was asking were in their 20s, early 30s. Not a single person said yes. Everybody wants his money, but they don't want his body. Because not a single person said yes, I would switch my body with him, and I would want to become Warren Buffett and become that wealthy man that get all the name, fame, everything. Then not 100% said no. Then they asked them why. They said Warren Buffett is already so old. We don't know how much longer he may have alive. And he can die at any time. So if I go into that body, I don't want to die right now. I may have all that money, but what will I do with it if I don't have this body, this life? So that means that we all value this life more than money. When there was a hospice that was interviewed too, that when people were dying, she asked everyone that what do you wish you did more of? No one wished I wish I worked more. No one said I wished I made more money. No one said I wished I bought one more house. Right? What did they wish for? They wished that one hope, I just wish I would have spent more time with my family. I wish I would have spent more time with my friends. I wish I would have said sorry to everyone. Right? I wish I would have called my friend and told them that I love you, I am your friend. Right? So all of these things that we are running after today, money, wealth, name, fame, all of that is not the goal of life. And unfortunately, we don't understand that until we don't get to that 60s, 70s, 80s, or, during the last phase of the human life. And by that time, it becomes so late. By that time, it becomes very late. And even you will know that the sooner we start something, the easier it is for us to adapt to that, to accept that. And the older we get, the harder it is to change our routine, to accept something new, to start doing something new. So that's why we have the time right now and we still have this body, right, which is healthy. We should utilize it to chant Krishna's name. Because one day when we get older, and if we have not started, and if we keep on waiting till we get older, 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 that I will start when my kids are married, or I will start when my grandkids are married, or I will start when I see my grandkids. As we get older, our ability to start new things, it goes down. Everyone says that when I retire, what will I do? I will not have any time. I will have a lot of time. So at that time, I want to chant. But if you're not used to chanting right now, at least start right now. If you're not used to even doing anything at that time, it will be very hard. And then when we sit down for chanting, our mind will start wandering. It even wanders now. Hopefully, by that time, it will start coming down. So today it is very affordable. We are healthy. We can chant Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. Otherwise, if you see so many people are in the hospital, they don't know if they will make it to the morning or not. Remember, there are two types of people. One who have already died, right? And the second is who are in line to die right now. So we are all waiting in line because we have all received this body where one day we will have to die. But the sooner we realize the goal, the sooner we understand that what is the goal of this life, it is understanding who I am. How am I taking birth and dying? How am I taking birth and dying and birth again? Everything. That's what over here, Krishna is saying that over here, that one who knows the position, whether it's through an analytical study, whether it's through devotional service, right? They see them on the same level and they see things as they are. When they learn about it, they research about it, they listen to their spiritual master, then they can understand the supreme truth. And which spiritual master, a bona fide spiritual master, one who comes through parampara, evam parampara praptim. We all have so many troubles already. Every day there's something new that is coming up. And Krishna has described that this is dukhalyam ashashvatam. This whole world is temporary and full of miseries. And still, when we get any sorrows, when we get any news that something didn't go well, we sit and get upset. Why? Because we are not expecting any of it. We are not ready to accept any of it. We are expecting the opposite. Right? But in reality, we should all know that, try and understand that what is our goal of life. If we understand that one thing, then it will change our whole perspective of our daily activities, our daily actions. It will change our whole perspective. Because now you will know that, hey, I only have X amount of years left. Parikshit, when he was listening to the Bhagavatam, knew that he at least had 7 days to live. We don't even have that guarantee. We do not. So we need to focus our attention on Krishna. Always think of him. Chant his name. Listening to his Harikatha and perform his service. All these different means, Sankhya Yoga, Karma Yoga, right? All of those are there. But the process recommended in the Kali Yuga is simply the chanting. Kalir doshe niderajan asti eko mahan guna. Kirtanadeva Krishnasya mukta sanga paramvijati. That one will become free from this material world, from this cycle of birth and death. And then what? He just doesn't become free. But then he attains that supreme abode, that topmost abode. Today, everyone dreams of buying a penthouse in New York City. Because that is the topmost floor. Around Central Park and everything, penthouses are going for $250 million. People are buying them. Why? Because I want the topmost. We want the topmost. We want the best out of the best for everything in this whole world that is temporary. But in what is eternal, where we always have to be, where we have to go, why don't we want the topmost of that? It is not just described. Right? You can say, okay, that the Bhagavad Gita is from what you are following, right? Bhagavatam is from what you are following. But you can read anywhere and listen to Narad Muni, who is saying that Krishna is God. Lord Brahma is saying Krishna is God. Lord Shiva is saying that Krishna is Godhead. And then we said, even in the Bhagavatam, it is said that Lord Ganesha, we just celebrated Ganesh Chaturthi. And Ganesh Chaturthi has, instead of becoming a spiritual festival, a lot of people treat it as social and entertainment purposes now. It has become more of a fashion and entertainment. Because Lord Ganesha is able to remove all of the obstacles in the ways of in the path of the devotee's life, because he is always meditating at the lotus feet of Krishna and Nrsingadev. That's where Lord Ganesha gets his power. It is not wrong to pray to Ganesha to remove the obstacles on the path of our devotional service. Right? So that we may go back to Krishna. But we should understand that when Lord Ganesha, Lord Shiva, Lord Brahma are all worshipping Krishna as the Supreme Lord, and here we are, these small, tiny humans, thinking that no, Krishna is not God. Right? We accept Krishna as an other demigod, but we do not accept that he is only the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Our small minds cannot accept this. So the faster we accept and the faster we understand that what is the goal of our life, where do we have to go, right? The quicker and easier it will be for us, because that much more time we can spend remembering Krishna, chanting his name, listening to his glories, and serving his devotees. So remember, the Bhagavad Gita will get into all the forms of the yoga and how one can attain Krishna. But the simplest and the easiest way of how to attain Krishna in this lifetime, not even the next, in this lifetime. Once, when the devotee asked the Prabhupada that we have so many sins that we have committed, and in many, many births, can we purify and get rid of all of those sins in one lifetime? Is it possible? Sri Prabhupada immediately, right, said, you're not reading Bhagavad Gita? Aham tavam sarva papeva mokshasami masucha. Just surrender unto me. I will get rid of all of your sins. No other. If you actually see, no one else has made this statement anywhere. No other demigod, no other Devi Devata, no one. Why? Because they do not have that power. Only Krishna, one who has the authority, can say it. Right? In a company, a CEO can make any bold statement. An employee cannot go and say the same thing, because the CEO has that authority. So Krishna has this power. Let us not take this lightly. Right? Focus on the recommended process in the Kali Yuga. That is simply the chanting. Chanting, and then we will be happy and go back to Godhead. We'll end, and before we end, we'll chant together Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. श्री श्री राधा वृंदावन चंद्र बिहारी लाल की जय हो निताय गौर हरि बोल जय जय श्री राधे जय जय श्री राधे जय जय श्री राधे हरे कृष्ण